Hi, Ruth and Austin. It's so good to have you guys, and I'm so excited to talk to you about Kram Nutrition. Thank
Hi.
you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Welcome to the Artisan Express. We're so excited to have you as a vendor, and I'm hoping you guys can just take a minute to talk a little bit about who you are and what you're doing.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, I'll start. So basically our whole family is obsessed with health and nutrition, and I'm a nutritionist myself, a functional nutritionist. And Austin is a master cooker, baker guy. He's basically really the brains behind the actual product itself. And I come from the business end, so we've been saying this for years. We want to do something fun that actually gives back to communities and involves the health of communities. So we decided to do a little research, and us came up with, and because we're all, well, I shouldn't say all of us, but a lot of us are athletes in the family. It's like, what can we come up with that's not out there, but that gives great, a great option, a healthy option for athletes and active people. And peanut butter and jelly sandwiches is what came up constantly. So no matter whether you're a mountain biker, a runner, a triathlete, fast, everything us was looking at, it came back to peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Everybody who's active eats those. So because it's sustainable energy.
And if you don't mind if I take over real quick, and we really wanted to, we wanted to have a product that was for athletes that wasn't a protein bar, that didn't taste like chalky, like you didn't get protein in like every single bite. Like we don't want to have to sacrifice all the functionality for the taste. And so what we did was we were able to take the PB&J and really cram all the nutrition into there that we wanted to put in there so that athletes could perform at their best and not have to compromise any of the taste. And we were able to do that. And we're able to do it at, like, our sugar level is way lower than any of the competitors. It tastes amazing. We don't compromise any of the taste for any of the lower sugars, or we ferment our bread, but you would never know that our bread is fermented, but it gives you all the functionalities of a fermented bread. And then our peanut butter has a whole mineral complex in it that will help with the athletic activities that you're performing, or even say you're on the go and you just need something really quick to get you through your morning or maybe even through your afternoon. That it'll be that. It's also a meal replacement as well.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's super important to me. I'm a type 1 diabetic and I have to keep my blood sugar level at all times. So you guys are speaking my language.
Nice.
Yay.
Nice.
Yeah. So what else do you have to say about their other products? Because I know you have a couple more things that you offer. You said there was vanilla flavor and there was
so we have two different products. One is called the OG. And the OG is going to be pretty much your basic PB&J, but with our little twist on it. So it's just going to be your peanut butter, your jelly, and your bread. But instead of doing a white bread, we do a completely 100% sprouted whole wheat bread. And then we're also doing a really low sugar jelly that's all fruit. So we don't add any cane sugar at all in the sandwich. And then our peanuts are actually organic Valencia peanuts. And so they don't have any of the toxins that regular peanuts have. And then we also put in olive oil to make it a little bit more creamy and add a little more monounsaturated fats. And then we also throw in the mineral complex. And so that's kind of like our take on the PB&J. And we add allulose and monk fruit to sweeten up the peanut butter. And then yeah. And so for both of these, so for our second product, it's going to be the Beast. That's what we call it. And the Beast is going to have all of those components in it, but plus colostrum and whey protein. And it's going to be a grass-fed whey protein. It's going to be a very good colostrum, grass-fed. And with both of those products, we offer it in strawberry and in blackberry.
Okay, very good. Now I know, my question usually is, what do your customers typically say about you? So you have people that are probably testing this, and family, friends, whatever, that are supporting you, I'm sure, right? So what do they say about your products so far?
So one of the best compliments we get is that they're like, wait, this is healthy? And it's like some of the best because it's like you don't want to really, one of our main objectives was not to diminish the taste for being healthy. Like we thought that you could be healthy and have taste at the same exact time. And so that's why we put a bunch of research into the ingredients that we put in there and the preparation methods that we went through. Like our big staple is preparation. So our bread is prepared. It takes a day and a half to make it. So we make it, we ferment it for 24 hours, and then we take it out and we do a final proof to it. And so then it breaks down a lot of the gluten. It breaks down a lot of the anti-nutrients that are in it, makes it way healthier for you. And it also gives it a really good flavor. And then for the peanuts, we actually soak and sprout them ourselves. We'll activate them, I guess you can say. That's a legal term because we can't say sprout unless we're in a sprouting processing facility. But so we activate our peanuts, and then after we activate our peanuts, we also do our own roasting process. And then after the roasting process, we grind and do all of our grinding and everything like that. And then we add in all our functionality ingredients. And
well, so we've gotten like lots of great
feedback. Compliments, sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. But yeah, go ahead if you have any that you can add in. I was going.
Bios should be talking about the ingredients because he geeks out on it and it's awesome.
Love it.
So yeah, we've given it to family, friends, athletes. My sister is an avid runner, an ultra marathoner, and she gave it to some of athletes that she just knows from running on the trails, and a triathlete in specific, and he ate it and he was absolutely amazed because they're frozen, so you have to take it out of the freezer. So he took it on his triathlon, left it in the car, did his thing, came back, and he's like, it was exactly what I needed. It was perfect. So
awesome.
Tastes good. It fulfilled his fueled his body. It gave him the needs that he needed after doing his triathlon. So yeah, I mean, everything we've gotten, there were, I think every single person we gave it to had something good to say about it, unless we had a couple comments, maybe just only one us, about the bread. And people just freak out about wheat, until they're educated about it. And once they're educated about it, then their anxiety about it gets a little bit lower. And that is actually part of our goal too, is to get education out about wheat, about peanuts, about just health in general and what it does for your body.
And people are rightfully worried about wheat because most of the wheat that we eat nowadays is refined down to a starch. So you're pretty much eating sugar. And so that's why we do the 100% whole wheat, plus we ferment it, which turns a lot of those starches actually into prebiotics. And so the bacteria will actually create prebiotics for you. And so it's just, we really do want to educate people on that because we did get one person that she said she's very healthy and she's in the health world. And that's a big, huge rhetoric in the health world right now, is that wheat isn't good for you, which it goes back and forth. It is and it isn't, it just depends on how you process it. But other than that, we just keep getting really good feedback about how it tastes, how is this 100% whole wheat bread, and how is it so spongy and like soft, and it really goes down to this preparation methods.
And we also have a fun vibe.
What's that?
We also have a fun vibe that we just love to have fun as a family, and so we added kind of an 80s fun vibe to the packaging. And so, if we do decide to do farmers markets and stuff like that, that'll kind of be our, get people in by having fun and, so. Yeah.
And it's all about small business right now. It's like just supporting each other. And I think that's what the Artisans Express is here to do, is to bring all the small businesses together. So it's exactly perfect for what you guys are doing. And I know with Rob, with his bread, you guys should probably know as well with Sourdough Solutions, how they work. He's the same way. It's all about education and understanding the fermentation process and what sourdough is all about. So that's totally awesome. It's exactly in line with everything we're doing. Is there anything else that you want to share about the business and when it's launching and all that good stuff?
Yeah, if you want to go ahead, Mom, and tell our timeline.
Okay. So we're almost ready to launch. Our timeline is, and we're gonna do a special launch around 10/1 for family and friends, and then 10/15 is at this moment is our hard launch date. So yeah, so that's our plan at this point, and I mean we're just about there. We just have a couple things we need to wrap up, and yeah, and then so we'll get the site up and running and our social media up and running, and yeah.
Well,
And then
good for you guys. I'm so excited for you and everything that you're doing.
Thanks.
We're excited to be a part of the Artesian Express as well. I think it's an amazing idea to bring all these locally crafted foods to all of Sacramento. It's just, it's going to be really awesome.
Yeah.
Really
so good.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining me, and Rob and I are so excited to have you aboard, and we can't wait to share your products with everybody. If there's anything else that you would like to chat about, just let me know and I'll pop it in your description on the website, and we're just excited to have you aboard. Thank you so much for joining.
Great. Thank you, Heather.
Thank you.